In a previous episode, we found this 1985 Nissan 720 sitting in the woods on a job site. And after a quick check of the VIN to ensure the vehicle was not stolen or in any kind of serious incident, it was safe to load it up and transport it to La Plata, where we could determine the fate of this classic truck. The first step is to get the truck running, and without keys we will have to improvise with some wire, which luckily for these trucks the ignition switches are very simple and only have 5 terminals. Since this truck is carbureted, my best guess is that there is a problem with the fuel delivery, so we'll start by manually pouring fuel into the carburetor to see if the truck wants to fire up.
One more time? One more time?
And it looks like we're already off to a good start. The results of this test indicate that the engine has fuel, air, and spark, which are the 3 components necessary for an engine to function. And we're probably giving it a little too much fuel, but I'm sure some of this smoke is also a result of the truck sitting for nearly 15 years. So that's great, the engine runs, but what about things like the charging system and the transmission? Well, if we let the engine stall out, the battery light comes on, which would indicate that the alternator was charging the car when the engine was running. And the automatic transmission? Well, it goes into gear and it moves, which honestly, we're all impressed, especially if this truck has been sitting since 2005.
Oh! Hell, that's scary. It moves.
It lives.
She lives.
That's
over there.
amazing. This is our key. It's fuel injector.
Okay, bro, let's hit it up.
Yes, Ivan. I will start.
Ivan. I ain't f***ing wait. Keep it going, keep it going.
Ooh.
You'll get the hang of it.
Oh. No.
The hood's on Crowley. Go, 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 go!
Let me know if I'm gonna hit anything.
No, you're good. Holy Give her gas!
More gas.
So we know it goes forward, but what about reverse? Because usually reverse has a few extra components, and that's usually one of the first gears to go on automatic transmissions. Well, this truck also seems to work in reverse.
Yeah, both of them.
So, mechanically speaking, it sounds like the truck could be revived, but what about the body? Well, that's a different story.
All right, thank you. Oh. The window came off the track. The window popped off the track.
At first glance, the body and interior is hit or miss. So we really need to take the seats and carpet out and see how bad the floors are before we can proceed.
We require more YouTube content, and this is how we deliver.
Oh,
There's literally no support. That's good.
wait, do it again. Show the lack of support. Ooh, that flex.
I was about to say, oh, nice.
I found another dead mouse.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
How dead is?
It's got bones in it.
Ooh.
You got bones in them?
Oh, look at that little rib cage. That's disgusting.
Oh, that's cute.
It's disgusting. And oh,
God, this is eerie. I don't like bugs.
I'm broke. Yes, I'm broke. I'm
what did you say?
Bugs. God, I did not like that sound.
you strip it.
Okay.
You win some, you lose some.
We got one left. Oh, God, that's hot.
The corroded seat bolts proved difficult to remove, but after a little help from the impact gun, they came out pretty easily. But what we found next will shock you. This is never a good sign, regardless of how long a vehicle has been sitting. Not only are mice destructive to electrical wiring and fluid lines, but their urine is highly corrosive and leaves behind a nasty odor. This odor is very difficult to remove from textiles and plastics, so even if the truck is parted out, which it's starting to look like it will be, it may be difficult to sell some of these parts.
That would explain why the filter doesn't work.
Oh, listen, birds. I hear birds. Pigeons be like.
And I think it goes without saying that this carpet is definitely not salvageable. Based on the image you are watching, you can probably only imagine how bad it smells in real life.
Oh, stink bug. He's alive too. This will give me Vietnam flashbacks.
So the carpet's definitely bad, but what about the floor pans? Well, if we peel back the carpet, we can see that not only do the floor pans need to be replaced, but they've corroded so badly that the metal around the cab mount has completely rotted away. And while all of this is theoretically repairable, at what cost would it take to do so? And with so many other projects to complete this year, I'm going to play it safe and start parting this truck out, and maybe once it's stripped down, it could be turned into some kind of off-road buggy. Especially since we know that the frame and the drivetrain work, it's just the cab and a lot of the cosmetic stuff that is not going to be easy to restore. And the fact that the seat belts came up with the carpet instead of with the bolts that hold them down has also given me a little bit of concern about redoing this truck. And while I really hate to take a beautiful classic truck like this one off the road for good, I'd hate to fix and sell this truck running and have something like those seatbelts not be anchored properly, which could seriously injure or kill someone. And there is a silver lining to this decision. This truck has a ton of obscure usable parts, which will help others complete the trucks of their dreams. And since starting the edit of this video, I have already sold a number of parts to people all over the United States, including a number of people on the West Coast, which were courteous enough to send me prepaid shipping labels for bulky items like the seats. And it's really cool to see the difference this truck is already making within the 720 community, even though it'll probably never see pavement again. But the outcome so far has been a lot better than if the contractors on the job had just sent it straight to the junkyard, where parts might have been prohibitively expensive to the enthusiasts that care about these trucks. So what's next? Will there be an episode 3? Or will the truck be completely parted out before then? Well, it's hard to say, because I'm already getting offers for some of the drivetrain components, but if not, then I might try and do something with the frame and drivetrain. So if you aren't subscribed yet, be sure to do so you can find out. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.